Hello everyone. As per the voting, today I'm going to solve part B, reading tetanus. Okay. Now, as usual, if you have seen my sample 1 of anemia paper, you must have know with the procedure. We must check the question first, then answer, then we will go for our paragraph about the particular message what we need to read. So now the first question is like conditional question. Why I'm saying conditional? Nursing staff can remove a dressing if. So here this is the word I'm going to mark, if. So if in the sense I need to know like at particular condition only it is solvable. So I need to have an eye on this. Next, options like a member of the surgical team is present. Usually there will be options starting with verbs, but here it is not with the verbs. So I'm just going to check what is my option. A member of the surgical team is present. So it's about the presence. There is severe leakage from the wound. So it's about the severe leakage. They believe that the wound has healed. So it's already healed. So I have like a presence of member or severe leakage or healed. So she can remove the dressing only if. That is what I am checking here. Now going forward, remove a dressing. I just want to check the word. Okay, removed is here. It is acceptable for initial dressings to be removed prematurely in order to have the wound reviewed. So she is going to review in certain situation. This is what your if. Okay, in certain situation they can remove. So what kind of situation is what I'm going to check. These situations include when the dressing is no longer serving its purpose. So what are the situation? Either the dressing has to be fall off or excessive exudate soaking. So which means this exudate means leakage. Okay, so we have 1 point here. Excessive, I can take it as severe. Okay, and through the dressing, then resulting in a suboptimal wound healing environment. It is just suboptimal, it is not like healed. Okay, so I can go for B because this is the opt message here they have conveyed. Excessive exudate soaking. They believe that the wound has healed is not given, right? So a member of surgical team is present. It is not given. So my answer goes with this. Okay, so it's B. Second question. As explained in the protocol, the position of the RUM container will ideally. So here it's about the position. So now I have options starting with verbs, functional verbs like encourage, emphasize, facilitate. Now if I check here about the position, container is to be kept in a section of dispensary or in a room or enclosure in the pharmacy to which the public does not have access. It is does not have access. So this option is already ruled out. The container may be placed in a visible position but out of reach. Here also they mentioned it is not for public access, as this will reinforce here. Maybe we can say like support or some with something like with additional effort or enhancing, right? So reinforce the message that unwanted prescription drugs can be returned to the pharmacy, can be returned, and the returned medicines will not be recycled. So here they said like value of recycling. This is not an option. So I will go with A. This encourage is what? Reinforce. Okay, mainly it is for participation where the unwanted prescription drugs to be returned. Okay, now third question. The report mentioned in the memo suggests that. So here it is about suggestion, okay, and it's a memo question. Now, data about patient errors may be incomplete. So maybe it is incomplete. Errors, and one more thing, it's about patient, okay. Errors by hospital staff, it is by hospital staff, can often go unreported. So without reporting, maybe unreported means nil reporting, okay. Errors in prescription, it is about prescription, pose the greatest threat to patient. It is about greatest threat. So if you see the suggestions, either it is about the information is about the patient, which is incomplete, or errors by hospital staff, which is not reported, unreported in the sense it is nil reported, and errors in prescriptions. So it's about the prescription which is going to cause greatest threat. So what this memo directly implies or suggests. Now, okay, let me see about patients first of all. Okay, here it is given. Of further concern is that errors on the part of patient may be underreported. It is only underreported. They never said like unreported. So I can consider this underreported as incomplete about patient errors. Now about the hospital staff, they didn't mention anything like that. Half of the reports concerned the wrong dosage, frequency, quantity of duration. Generally they have mentioned, they didn't mention like hospital staff or prescriptions, right? Whether about the administration or self-administration or about the prescription, they didn't mention. So this two option is not given. So with the help of underreported, I can go only for incomplete information. Okay, next. Question number 4. What point does the training manual, so it's about the training manual, make about anesthesia workstation? It's only about anesthesia workstation. The topic itself, anesthesia workstation. Parts of the equipment have been shown to be vulnerable to failure. So this is the word I'm going to mark, vulnerable, okay, vulnerable to failure, so prone to failure. There are several ways of ensuring that the ventilator is working effectively. So we can ensure that ventilator is working effectively. Monitoring by health professional. For your understanding, this is only about anesthesia workstation. I'm not going to consider this because monitoring by health professional is a reliable way. We are not talking about health professional here. The question is about what point does the training manual make about anesthesia workstation. So I am omitting it. So either A or B. Okay. Now I have to check whether it is vulnerable to failure or not. Is there anything mentioned about failure? Here. Right. So here they said like anesthesia workstation integrate ventilator technology with patient monitors and alarms to help prevent patient injury in the unlikely event of a ventilator failure. So in case of failure also you can manage with integrated technology. Anesthesia workstation integrate with ventilator technology, you can avoid this, right? So this is, it is like they have been shown to be vulnerable to failure. I cannot accept because it's just parts of the equipment where you can integrate with ventilator technology to prevent it. Secondly, ensuring that the ventilator is working effectively, ensure is here, right? Studies on safety in anesthesia have documented that human vigilance alone is inadequate to ensure patient safety and have underscored the importance of monitoring devices. Underscored here meaning emphasize, okay, it is giving importance to monitoring devices, okay. So which means they are telling like anesthesia workstation has proven its way, like how it can be used to ensure patient safety. So this word of underscored as well as integrate with ventilator technology in order to prevent such ventilator failure. And if you see here also, they have said like the other way, reservoir bag is a part of the circuit during mechanical ventilation. Visible movement of reservoir bag is confirmation, which means ensuring again that the ventilator is functioning. So the word underscored, integrated as well as confirmation on ventilator is functioning gives the answer B instead of A. Okay. Now question number 5. In cases of snake bite, the flying doctor should be aware of, he should know about. First thing is where to access. This is place, right? Or location, we can say. Where to access. The appropriate method. So whether it is about the location or it is about the method. The patient most likely to suffer complication, or it is about the complications. Okay, so here before starting the treatment, so which means before, like prior to it, so do not wash the snake bite site. So here there is nothing to say about the method of wound healing. They said do not wash, so this is not my option. Next, where to access. But access here, it is about the degree of envenoming. It is not about the location or where it is, right? It is only about the degree. So this option I cannot take it. The patient most likely to suffer complication. So here they mentioned, I think next point, people with pre-existing renal, hepatic, cardiac or respiratory impairment and those taking anticoagulant or antiplatelet drugs may have an increased risk of serious outcome from. So here they are talking about the complications. So I can go for C. And also they are telling about the likelihood, which is also to be taken into account. Now about the sixth question, what was the purpose of the BMTEC forum? Okay, it is about the purpose or aim, that is what we need to consider. Either to propose, it is only to provide the layout of new way, or to propose a new technology, that is what they are telling. B is about draw conclusions, so to summarize something from the results. Okay, from the results means something they have made as a study. To encourage more groups to undertake cleaning audits. So first one is just proposing, giving an idea. Okay, second, from the result you are deriving or you are giving something, you are concluding or summarizing from the results. To encourage more groups, so making a group, like supporting, or you are paving a way for other groups to undertake this cleaning audits. So now the first paragraph is about surveys, right? The lessons learned from the surveys, and they have provided data from the 15 units provided to each facility for comparison purpose. Now I need to check whether this BM Tech forum is giving some ideas or some conclusions or encouraging the groups. So here is BM Tech. This forum allowed environmental service managers, cleaners, nurses, clinical governors to discuss. So discuss means from the results of the survey you are discussing the application of standards. So it is like you are discussing where to apply the standards and thereby promoting new and improved cleaning practice. So first comes discussion, second comes the promoting new way as well as improved, right? So there are three actions. The first one is discussion, and then you are promoting with the help of the results some new idea and improvised version. The second day of the forum focused on auditor training and technique with a view of enhancing. Enhancing means something you are adding up from the results. So mainly You are here to draw conclusions from the results. These conclusions may be this new and improved way of cleaning practice. So I can go for B instead of A because partial, and to encourage more groups, which is not given. Okay, hope it is clear. Thank you.